Next question. From following information, determine data's turnover ratio, or it is also given a name as data's velocity, and average collection period. Sales of the company is 6 lakhs and 40% of the sales is cash. Opening balance of the debtors is given, cash collection is given, and 1 year is consisting of 360 days. I request you to give answer for the first question in the chat box. Let us have understanding how to calculate answer. First of all, friends, from the given information, we have to compute the closing debtors. Because basically, as far as the debtors turnover ratio is concerned, debtors turnover ratio will be calculated by using a formula as annual credit sales divided by average debtors. That is the way so this ratio is calculated. It is annual credit sales upon average debtors. Now, for the purpose of average debtors, we require the closing debtors information because opening is already there with us. So what we have to do, we are required to use this information to compute the closing debtors. So I request all of you to write down answer along with me. Working note number 1, calculation of closing debtors. It will be found as opening debtors plus credit sales minus cash collection. The amount of the opening debtors is 50,000 plus the amount of the credit sales is 6 lakhs minus 40% because 40% is cash minus cash collection is 3,40,000. So 50,000 plus 60% of 6 lakhs is 3,60,000 minus 340. So 50 plus 360, 410 minus 340, that comes to 70,000. That is the way the closing debtors can be calculated. So we have the credit sales an amount of 3,60,000. For average debtors, we'll take the average of 50 and 70 to make the calculation of debtors turnover ratio. Yeah, I request all of you to write down this working note number 1 and then we'll proceed further. Please write this working note. So write down answer working note number 2, calculation of average debtors. It is opening debtors plus closing debtors divided by 2. Opening balance is 50,000. Closing balance is 70,000 into 1 by 2. So 120 divided by 2, that comes to 60,000 rupees. Once we compute the average debtors, based on that, so we can compute debtors turnover ratio. In that case, annual credit sales divided by average debtors. Annual credit sales is an amount of 3,60,000 divided by average debtors is 60,000. That comes to 6 times. Second question is average collection period. Average collection period, or we can say the credit period, is one and the same. Again, that can be calculated by two methods, using the debtors turnover ratio, or otherwise say we can apply the entire formula. So average collection period, in that 360 days divided by debtors turnover ratio. So over here 360 days divided by debtors turnover ratio 6 times. Answer is 60 days. This is the way you can compute, or otherwise 360 days divided by annual credit sales into average debtors. So it is 360 days divided by annual credit sales. That is an amount of 3,60,000 into average debtors is 60,000. So the answer is 60 days. Again, basically we make an assumption that the sales of the company is evenly spread. So 3,60,000 divided by 360, daily sales is 1,000. 60,000 divided by 1,000, collection period would be 60 days. That is the way we are required to make the calculation of the answer.